tip?
Yeah. These are 18 and a half, and these are 18 and 7/16. Sure, I got to make something within 1,000. These fuckers can't machine something within 60. Right on the money.
Is it off early?
That's right on the money. This one's perfect, and the other one's bad.
What we had to do, the bracket itself was moving along with the tab, allowing the cable to not give us the proper indication in the cockpit, preventing Hurley from knowing where level was on each of the tabs and running them in conjunction with each other. You're an old pro at it now, ain't you?
Just hope I don't ever have to use it.
I hope you don't either. But you should always have to use those. Calm down and relax, okay?
Yeah.
You're an old pro at this, you know you can do it. You ready?
Yep.
That was good.
Why don't you tell him about this race up in Cleveland you're putting on? He's running an unlimited Superboat race up there on July 21st.
Right.
This is Dennis Kaiser.
We've got an invitational race in Sandusky, July 21st. There's going to be 4 or 5 Superboats and 4 or 5 open class boats. And what's going to be unusual about it is the fact that all 8 or 10 of those boats are going to be on the course at one time. Just super and open class boats. And I think it's going to make for a pretty interesting race.
John, you're a Marine combat veteran. Has any of your Marine training helped you out in this endeavor?
Well, fortunately, I got sent to scuba school when I was in the Marines, and we spent a lot of time in the water and breathing with a regulator and tanks and everything, and really helps out here because we carry onboard air. And if you flip a boat over with the canopies and everything, it immediately fills up with water. And you're upside down, and you know, the first thing you have a tendency is to panic. What you want to do, if you see you're going to crash, you brace yourself. Then once you get over, you just sit there until the boat settles down. And usually the canopy fills up with water, and you got your air on the right. And you get it in your mouth and purge your regulator, and you try to breathe. And if you can breathe, you usually don't know where you're at because you're upside down and it's dark. So reach up and grab your helmet, because you know if you're still strapped in your seat, the hatch is above you. You get the hatch open, grab a hold of the bar there. Take another breath of air and release your seatbelt, and then pull yourself out and swim out, and always keep your hand above your head, because if there's another boat coming, you don't want to come up and, you know, you'd rather lose your hand than your head.
Hurley, I see you're doing some work here late this afternoon. What possible changes could you be making?
Well, what we're doing is when we went out and tested this morning, we tried something a little bit different in the prop area, so we're now going to go ahead and we're changing the drive ratio. We have another set of drives, so we're going to take these drives off the boat. We're going to put another set on the boat, different ratio. It's also going to be a little bit higher. Try the new props that we have, see what happens. And we still have time to go back to this original setup if we want to. So it's just some experiment, R&D work we can do right here. We got some people here that are got the tools and the equipment, and we're going to give it a shot, see what happens.
Bob, every time today there's any kind of activity going on, I always see you right in the middle of it. Could you tell us about this logistics problem?
Well, I want to tell you about this logistic. This is a tough job. I think it's one of the hardest jobs there is on this tour. I have to take care of everything. I went and got Bloody Mary mix. I have to get the vodka. I got to pour them. I got to get the ice. I even went and got ketchup. And you think it isn't rough out here? What else you want to know about the logistics job?
You want a specific amount or just...
Yeah, I'm going to go 40 gallons first, and then I'll stop and check.
40? As long as you get 20 aside, you get the free glass.
All right.
Okay.
You want to tell us right?
As long as you get 40 gallons, you get the free glass with the fill-up.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
I'm ready when you are.
What do you mean 30? That's 3.
3, go ahead.
Get his attention quick.
Ready? I'm ready. Don't go too fast. Remember, I'm only driving.
Okay, welcome to the Suncoast Sarasota Grand Prix 125 here in Sarasota, Florida. Weather's been real bad the last couple of days. We had rain every single day for the last 4 days, and today was the nicest day we've had so far. Overcast skies and 92 degrees. It's a lot better than the rain that we have had, so the racers will be able to see the buoys and course a little bit better than they have been. During testing, it was very tough. A lot of heavy and hard rain, thunderstorms throughout the night. But today, the sun's come out a little bit. It is hazy and foggy, but we're scheduled to have a beautiful race go off at 12 o'clock.
much fuel do we got time-wise? Second boat in the race. We have another Ohio Steel boat. It's a 47-foot fountain. This is the second. You'll see two different boats throughout the race. This boat just came off a checkered flag first place victory, first place overall Top Gun trophy in Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. So a little choppy out, 2 to 3 footers. Perfect water condition for this boat. John and Hurley, Step and John Revin driving, and Hurley Step on the throttles. And they're hoping for good things today out of the boat. Okay, there you see the Ohio Steel. Really looks good going down the spectator fleet. You can see there's a tremendous amount of spectators. They expected a little over 100,000 people to watch the race today, which is a super turnout for Offshore. And there's John and Hurley. John on the wheel and Hurley on the throttle. Second Ohio Steel boat, Ohio Steel Sheet and Plate in Hubbard, Ohio, has 2 boats in the race today. We have a 47-foot fountain. Reggie Fountain is driving and throttling today. His co-pilot is Jack Haney, who is the crew chief on the boat. That boat back in January, as it says there, January 27th, on 130.24 in an APBA kilo event. One of the fastest V-bottoms in the world. Just see that his kids came out playing. It's a beautiful fountain boat. Reggie's campaigning it today, and Ohio Steel is sponsored. 46-foot skater, very similar to the Ohio Steel boat, running Sterling motors. Ohio Steel's running the Mercury program, Mercury open motors, and this is the Sterling open motor. So it'll be interesting. The same boat with 2 different motor designs. This boat is undefeated in the APBA circuit this year. I think they're 4-0 in open class. They haven't been beat yet. They haven't raced against the Ohio Steel boat this year, so it's going to be a very interesting race. The Zero Defect in Ohio Steel should be battling it out most of the race. It's a beautiful boat. 2 other real competitive open class boats, Spirit of Texas, which is a 40-foot skater. And then we have How Sweet It Is with Carlton Meyer and Joey Impression, a 40-foot skater, running the TurboCraft turbo motor. So that'll be interesting to see how they run today. When they categorize superboat, you're looking at a superboat there. That's a 46-foot skater with 4, I repeat, 4 1,000 horsepower SCs out of the Mercury box. That boat's running a little over 4,000 horsepower with 4 motors. The boat runs somewhere between 160 and 180 in speed, which is absolutely amazing. It is running kind of an exhibition today. They don't normally have superboats in the APBA circuit. They're letting them run as an exhibition. They're not running for points or money. They're just going to haul some butt and get out there and see who can either last or break. With 4 motors, you have a lot more problems. But that's enough Respect Racing team out of Miami, Florida, and they got a 4-engine job. They're the only 4-engine boat here, so it'll be interesting to see how they run today. Sarasota Suncoast Offshore Grand Prix is only seconds away now. Okay, here we go. They're all coming out of the circle, the milling circle, and all getting their position in line and where they want to be. There's a good 15 boats going to start this first race in the unlimited class and the open class. Spirit of Texas, Ohio Steel, How Sweet It Is, Hot and Nasty, Alcone, Spirit of Texas, Pennzoil. And here we go. We're only seconds away. Okay, the pace boat has picked up the speed up to about 40 or 50 miles an hour, and they're all getting in line. Alcone Motorsports, Spirit of Texas, Jamaica Jacks, Power Play, Ohio Steel, Spirit of Texas, How Sweet It Is. All getting in line. The pace boat is taking the boats out. And there's the Ohio Steel, 46-foot skater, Ohio Steel. And Hurley Step in 3rd place right now overall. That's including the unlimited super boats.
to Texas on the outside of them. We have a green flag. Ohio Steel's fountain boat is in first place, beating Alcone and Up Respect for first place. Ohio Steel, 46-foot skater in first place in open class, second place, third place overall. Ohio Steel sheet plate. And second place right now in open class. In second place in open class, third place overall. Running down the back side of the beach. Reggie Fountain is still in first place in the 47-foot V-bottom. Is still running in first place. John and Hurley in second place overall. Third place in open right now. Third overall and third in open. Reggie Fountain still leading Superboat and the 47-foot fountain. Down the back side of the beach. 120 miles an hour right now. The Ohio Steel boat Fountain is right ahead of them, running first place overall. Now Enough Respect is taking first place overall. Currently running second place in open to our first place Ohio Steel boat. Our 47-foot Fountain is also running open class right now, and he's in first place in open, and John and Hurley are in second place in open. There's a beautiful look at the 46-foot Ohio Steel, running 124 miles an hour down the beach. And here we go into turn. We're heading out on the second lap. Ohio Steel takes a tight turn again. Right in front of him is the first place open boat, Ohio Steel 47-foot Fountain, Reggie Fountain and Jack Haney. John's taking the turn real tight. How sweet it is a good quarter mile back. You can see how sweet it is making the turn right now. You can see by the wake pattern that Reggie Fountain's 47-foot Fountain is not that far ahead. He's running first place in open class right now. Ohio Steel's 46-foot skater in second place in open class. Reggie Fountain is right in front of him in first place in open. This is an interesting race. We have both Ohio Steel boats, a V-bottom and a catamaran. And right now the V-hull is out in front of the skater. But you can see the wake. Right on the right-hand side of the Ohio Steel boat is Reggie and Jack Haney's wake, and they're chasing them down. 5-lap race. 125 miles, Ohio Steel's 46-foot skater. Reggie Fountain is right up in front of him. The 47-footer for first place in open class. Place in open class, Ohio Steel's 47-foot Fountain, and the second Ohio Steel 46-foot skater, almost running side by side now. Reggie Fountain and Jack Haney, John Rebin and Hurley Stepp. They're going to be going down this back stretch into turn 4 on lap 2. You got number 76, a 47-foot Fountain, and number 99, a 46-foot skater, almost running side by side here. This is a beautiful way to race. Ohio Steel winning first place and second place in open class. John and Hurley out on the backside. We're looking at 4 to 6 foot seams. It's a 76 Fountain and 99 Ohio Steel running side by side. 121 miles an hour. And there he goes. Ohio Steel takes the lead. First place in open class. Passes Reggie and Jack in the other Ohio Steel boat. Ohio Steel sponsored boats from Hubbard, Ohio. Oh, John Rebin in first place right now in open class. Ohio Steel Reggie Fountain in second place in open class. How sweet it is, and the other boats are about a mile to 2 miles back. And here's a modified boat, Hot and Nasty, running first place in modified. This is your first place modified boat, Hot and Nasty, that John and Hurley are getting ready to go by. Sarasota Suncoast Grand Prix. John Rebin takes over the modified boat. Hot and Nasty, 46-footer against a 36-footer. Right now, Reggie Fountain and Jack Haney are about a football field back in second place in open class. The Ohio Steel boat, 46-footer, is running first place in open. We're coming up to turn 4 on lap 2. Something wrong with the boat. They're not running what they want to run. Yeah. Here comes Reggie Fountain. He wants that first place. John and, oh, Reggie almost turned it sideways. He almost hooked it. There they go around the turn. John Rebin and Hot and Nasty running first place in modified Hot and Nasty. John Rebin running first place in open. But Reggie Fountain took that turn really tight. There they are. Fantastic racing right now. He's running that boat hard. And there they are, modified M58 running first place in modified. One of the hottest, fastest modified boats in the country today. And John and Hurley and their 46-foot skater running open class. Our boat weighs maybe, and there comes Reggie on the inside. He's got the hammer down. He wants that first place in open. John and Hurley and Hot and Nasty running side by side on lap 3. On the inside lap.
Andy and Dante, what do you fellas think about this boat?
Oh, it's a wonderful piece of machinery, I'll tell you that much. It's
fast, it's pretty, the paint job's nice, and it looks like it ought to win here.
Talk to your dad, you think you might guys get one of these?
Oh, I hope so.
Raise the allowance, it'll work, yeah.
Okay, there you see the Ohio Steel running second place in open class. Reggie and Jack Haney running first place in open class. Reggie and Jack in the 47-foot fountain with 3 1,000 Mercury supercharged motors. Here comes John and Hurley, the 46-foot skater with 2 Mercury motors. You can see we have like a 4 to 6 foot wave today. Boat is getting up out of the air. Okay, we're on lap 4. Ohio still running second place in open class. Reggie Fountain and Jack Haney running first place in open class. I know John and Hurley don't want to be running second right now to Reggie, but that's the way it is right now. I definitely know there's something wrong with the boat. Running a lot faster when we were testing it. I think that we had the flat water props on, and it got out here and it was a lot rougher than we thought. So that could be the problem. But they're making up a little ground right here on this inside leg right now. We're running 124 and running second place in open class. First place in open class is the 47-foot fountain, Ohio Steel. Here's your distance. There's first place in open. Reggie Fountain's 47-footer. And John and Hurley in their 46. 0 defect, and how sweet it is, and the other boats are further back behind. Alcone and Enough Respect are far out in the lead in that unlimited class.
Joey, a new ride, new throttles, new boat. Tell us about it.
It's pretty interesting. It's a 40-foot skater. Bruce Falls from Detroit manufactured the engines. It's a turbocharged concept. Jeff Sulfur actually owns the equipment and stuff. We're on a loan program with him. Incredible amount of horsepower. It'd be nice if the conditions would allow, or I can apply the power and really show the guys what the boat can and can't do. And it's incredibly fast. The boat handles real well. We did some adjustments with it. I played with some drive heights, some propellers. It's impressive, very, very impressive.
Joe, the important thing is that you've got a reputation for going full bore, full throttle all through the race. Is that going to be your psychology or practice today?
I think Phil Lewis had said that, something about going real fast. He doesn't have any clue about going fast, but in all due respect, yeah, I do. I like to go fast when I can, when the conditions allow it. I like to rock and roll with the best of them.
And who's going to be the best of them today?
Hopefully we're going to be the best of them, but the 46 is going to be a tough boat to beat today. Sarasota is predominantly a calm race, calm water and stuff. I think you're going to see a change. This is one of the few times that Sarasota will be a little lumpy and bumpy out there.
Okay, we're on lap 4 here. And the Ohio Steel 46-foot skaters in second place in open class. Reggie Fountain and Jack Haney are in first. You can barely see the wake of their water right now. We're coming up to the next turn here on lap 4. Running about 115 speed, 46-foot waves. Boat looks great right now. Everybody else is behind them. They did expect the boat to run a little bit faster than this, but maybe there's a strategy they have. Okay, there we are coming around for lap 5 on the inside course where the beach is. Right in front of us is the first place open boat, Jack Haney and Reggie Fountain in their 47-foot Ohio Steel. Second place in open class is number 99, Ohio Steel, John and Hurley. Running first and second in open class, but that back leg on lap 4 there, John and Hurley made up a lot of ground on the fountain. We're just going to see how it pans out here on the inside beach side, and see if they can pick up some more ground and more speed on that 47-footer. That 47-footer's got 3 motors, and this 46 skater's got 2. And see if we can catch them. You can see the white water right out in front of the boat, and that's Jack and Reggie's water. The first and second in open class. Enough Respect and Alcone are winning unlimited class. And here's your 2 open boats. and Jack are right up ahead of us. The 46-footer, Ohio Steel, right in the wake of the 47-foot fountain, running first place and open. Boat definitely isn't running as good as it was when we were testing. I think the water was a little rougher than we thought. May have the wrong props on. There's no question we can beat that fountain at any day. But we are making some ground up on them right now. Coming in here on lap 5, coming up to the next turn. Reggie and Jack are right ahead of him in first place and open. They really have that fountain running well. We're running 121 right now. The fountain's running a mile or two quicker. They are catching up. I can see Reggie and Jack right ahead of us. First and second place in open class.
How about Cleveland, Bobby?
Well, we're looking forward to going up there. I've heard that it's going to be a good race. A lot of competition with all top-class boats. I'm sure there'll be several good super boats and probably 5 or 6 open-class boats. And we're not going to have the small classes there, so we should be able to run really fast. I think they're going to make the course for the bigger boats and should put on a good show.
Bobby, who's your main competition today and probably in Cleveland, too?
Well, the Jaws boats run good as far as that goes. He's got the speed, and perhaps Alcone and John Raven, he could run good with his new boat today. And even in the open class, he'll probably be able to run pretty close up front with us.
The speed. John and Hurley may be playing cat and mouse with Reggie and Jack. We're here on lap 5 on the beach side. Jack and Reggie are right up ahead of them and first place and open. And here goes John taking that buoy real tight. John and Hurley, they want to catch Reggie. They don't want him in front of them. They want to win first place and open today. There isn't much of a difference in the two boats right now. About a football field. It's running faster than it ever has. Reggie and Jack are right up ahead of you for first place in open class. Ohio Steel 76, 47-foot fountain and number 99 are running it out here. We've been racing for about an hour and 15 minutes, and they've been battling it the whole time. Jack and Reggie did have the lead as early. John and Hurley took the lead for a little bit and almost came to a stop in the water, but got going again. And now they're trying to chase Jack and Reggie down right now. Reggie's out. Reggie's out. Reggie's out of the race.
Lesson Bud Shakini, what do you think of this racing?
Oh, the races are tremendous. We've followed motorsports of one type or another from the time we could walk, and this is our first shot at offshore racing. It's tremendous. There's nothing like it.
Well, we're here to watch the races, and if John's boat performs anything like the work we have done at Warren Fab for Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel, it's got to walk away with the competition.
Couple boats out ahead of them running unlimited class, but there's the Ohio Steel boat running first place in open class. S71 and coming up on C33 Risk Taker, 99 Ohio Steel 46-foot skater in first place in open class. Our 47-foot fountain looks like it blew a motor. A lot of smoke coming out of it. But here's your first place in open, Ohio Steel, number 99. Mercury-powered 900 horsepower Mercury inboard. John Revin driving today. Early step on the throttles. Coming into another hairpin turn. A good 3/4 through the race. A lot of boats going into this turn. This is going to be very tight. Here we are on the turn. C1 Harris, Ohio Steel. Props on. Steel number 99, first place in open class. Haven't seen any open boats behind us. Running at about 115 miles an hour. They backed it down so they can finish the race. Motors look good. Everything's tied down. They're off course. Okay, there's the Ohio Steel 46-footer. Really on the inside of this course right now. Hurley's got to work that throttle. A lot of rough water. You see the boat jumping. There you go. And Hurley on and off the throttle today. Faster now, huh? Am I on, Phil? Phil, am I on? Okay, there's the 46-footer Ohio Steel running 1:27. This is the fastest we've run so far this race. here on the final lap. 127 miles an hour right now. Again, this is the fastest we've run the entire race. Warren Fabricating's Ohio Steel. Zero Defect is in front of us. We did get a report that Zero Defect is out in front of us about a half a mile. So we are currently running second place in open class. Ohio Steel Warren Fabricating running second place in open class at this time. Here on the final lap. Although John and Hurley got the hammers down, that was the quickest we've run so far. Okay, second place in open class now, second place overall. The super boats, the unlimited class, are out of the race with motor problems, we believe. And this is your second place overall, Ohio Steel. Zero Defect is in first place in open class. This is your second place boat overall. Okay, final lap, and this is turn 3 of the 9 turns on lap 7, which is the final lap. 46-foot Ohio Steel running 115 around this corner. Zero Defect is out in front of us. We're running second place overall. Second place in open, second place overall. Out of 91 boats, this is your second place overall boat out of 91 boats, Ohio Steel. And there he goes, cutting it real tight again on the inside of the course. Okay, there's your second place overall. Second place in open and second place overall, Ohio Steel. Zero Defect is out ahead of them. And they're 46-foot skater with Sterling motors. We're running 111 miles an hour on this outside leg of lap 7, which is the final lap. John and Hurley last night put new drives on the boat, changed props. That may possibly have something to do with the speed of the boat today. Definitely it's not running as quick as it was running earlier when we were testing. We were running 131, 132 in testing. Only running about 115 to 120 today. But there it is, second place overall. A 91 boat start, second place Ohio Steel. Okay, we're coming on lap 7 here, the final lap. 7th turn of 9 laps. This race is only moments from over. Ohio Steel, second place today. Second place overall. Number 99. Second place overall, second place in open.
John, how was the ride out there today?
It wasn't too bad. It was a little bumpy. We missed the setup. We put too big of props on and we couldn't really hammer the boat like we wanted. We had to trim it out to get the RPM up, and then we was carrying the bow too high and we was flying all over the place. I think I knocked the hatch off with my helmet a couple of times. We just missed the setup. We got second, but there's another day. We'll get them.